would love to know, what are the recipes that you're often using at home, in the morning or for desserts, that are having you use your milk, your cream, your yogurt, the items from your farm?
Um, we're big egg eaters, and I love egg dishes because we also have a organic pastured egg business. Um, I will take whipping cream and mix in, like I with our yogurt, I make a ranch dressing.
Nice.
And yesterday I had to run to town real quick to the grocery store, and I was hungry and really didn't have anything ready to eat that I wanted to eat. So I grabbed the new sour cream we just launched, and I mixed some of our dressing in it. And I grabbed some Simple Mills, the almond-based crackers, real quick, and grabbed a handful of those and just big hunks of whipping cream. I mean, not whipping cream, sour cream, and that dressing made an instant dip. And I was driving that was I was eating that while I was driving to town and trying to get a lot done. We've kind of got a busy week this week, and so that was just one. I just kind of think of things. I love making bulk cooking. I'm a bulk cooker, and especially on a Sunday afternoon, I make a lot of meatloaf and things like that. For desserts, I like making a creme brulee using our own
Mhm.
eggs and our cream. And what else? I make ricotta cheese with our milk. Definitely coffee every morning with our cream.
That's pretty impressive. Are there particular, since you care about your health,
I
and so
do.
does obviously your family and your family farm, um, are there particular cookbooks that you like to lean on?
Well, thank you for asking. I grabbed it in case it came up.
Yeah.
This book, so I learned about Weston A. Price in 2003, and when the hard copy came out, I bought it. And the first 85 pages of Nourishing Traditions by Sally Fallon is amazing, just wisdom that resonates, so much truth that makes perfect sense. And it, again, it taught me how to cook. And in some sections, I have other recipes plugged in, and it's just all tethered, has a burn mark from a burner where I
I
set it
love
when I was
that.
cooking. So, yeah, it's well loved.
It's a great way just to learn new skills and get yourself
Yes.
out of your comfort zone. But then, of course, if anyone that's listening is familiar with that book, it's also going to force you to try a lot of organ meats and
Mhm.
ingredients you probably aren't familiar with. That'll be great for your body because your
Yes.
body will really appreciate the new nutrients coming in.
Yes, and it really taught me how to make gravy. And then I can just whip up a gravy from, just the remnants of a roast or anything and add our cream to it. I often do that because the gravy is usually rich and flavorful and it needs to be diluted. And I want to dilute it with something rich and nourishing. It taught me, well, and then anytime I have a roast, I'm always saving the drippings, and I have a freezer full of drippings that I add to soup, and people want the recipe to my soup, and I'm like, oh, it was a hodgepodge. Never,
Very neat. That's a great
and
tip. Do you
never
put,
waste those nutrients.
yeah, do you put the drippings like in a little glass jar or in an ice tray? How do you save them?
I put them in a glass jar, and then I label them either for a beef or yeah, mainly we do a lot of beef stuff here because we have the cows. And so I just label them or add to Mexican because it might be Mexican drippings or
Yeah.
left over from a Mexican food dinner night. And then I just freeze it and never waste nutrients. Add to rice. Uh,
Yeah.
just it's flavorful.